Mr. Mulcair, without getting into the debate about which of the two parties on the left side of the spectrum might be in the lead, you do acknowledge it is...
I'm sorry, I have to share with what was just here. When you met the left side? Really? Go ahead, Mr. Cudmore.
I'm sorry.
I'm assuming that you're talking about us.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Le NPD et le NPD?
Oh, I understand your joke now. Apologies.
Took a while.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. In any event, you acknowledge it's a three-way race. And
what we've said since day one.
And that leads to the possibility of a convoluted, stalemated kind of result in Parliament where there are three parties doing fairly well, but no one able to actually take the majority. Your platform has an interesting little section on page 55 in English that talks about formal and informal arrangements with other Federalist parties to end Stephen Harper's lost decade, the words that your platform uses. Yeah. I'm wondering, first of all, whether or not you will rule out working with the Conservatives as one of those Federalist parties in the manner that the NDP worked with Paul Martin in years gone by. And also, if you can talk about some of the things that give you a rallying point, something, an issue, or a policy that you might be able to coalesce around with the Liberals.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Cudmore, it is very clear to me that no one in this room, starting with me, would ever be able to work to keep Stephen Harper's Conservatives there any longer in any way, shape, or form. And you're right. The platform sets out exactly the same type of vision that Jack and I had in 2008 when we penned the agreement with the Liberals. We had a formal coalition agreement. And what happened there? That's part of history. That's worth reminding people about. The Liberals turned their noses up on their own signature, and 7 years later, we're still stuck with Stephen Harper. That's the problem. And every time, and you know this because I know you follow these things closely, every time I've raised this issue, most recently in July, every time I've opened up to the possibility of collaborating more with the Liberals, you know what's happened. Justin Trudeau has taken it upon himself to slam the door shut personally. We have a different... We're going to have to do another microphone. We know that every time that we've raised the possibility of collaborating with the Liberals, it's Justin Trudeau who slammed the door shut personally. He went so far as to say, and it was rather personal, but it's worth remembering as well. He said he could work with the NDP as long as I wasn't there. Well, guess what? My priority is to get rid of Stephen Harper on October 19th.